So my lyrics been a long time waiting for you, and then you push me away. Painkillers for breakfast, I ain't feeling the day. I'm fucking geeked up, but I tell her I'm okay.
Just a wee bit of spice. Okay.
Now, let me add a little bit of spice to that.
How is it going here? It is Meso, and today I'm going to be doing a little video. Now, this was a request on my TikTok, and I said I was going to do it within 24 hours, and here I am now doing it within 24 hours. So I'm extremely tired. I've just been traveling a lot, and especially today. So I'm extremely tired, but as you can see, got a different backdrop. I am at my dad's house, and yeah, so this is going to be where I'm staying for the next couple of weeks. So if you catch me on stream, twitch.tv/Meso69420, sorry, you will catch me there, and I'll be streaming almost every day. And yeah, so without further ado, let me get on to my review of the Logitech G29. As you guys may have seen in my last video, it was a F1 video about how to be fast on China. I know it's something different to the first-person shooters I've been playing Siege, Call of Duty, and stuff like that. But I thought it was about time for a change, and just my thoughts of things have changed, and so I've been getting into sim racing. I did get the Logitech G29. Now I have used it before. I had used it before I got it. I got my dad at this house here. He does have one, and I think like the whole fact of him having one and me being able to use it made me go, okay, I think I'm ready to buy this. And I think it was really just that was said, okay, yeah, you can buy this, you know, you won't regret it. And so yeah, I will be doing a lot more of the car sim racing ones, you know, as the Dirt Rally 2.0. And yeah, if you guys want to see more of that, let me know down in the comments below what you want to see. But here is my review of the Logitech G29. Now, first thing I want to say, compared to a lot of the other steering wheels, the Logitech G29 uses force feedback. It's pretty much one of the cheapest ones that you can get with force feedback that is decent. Now, the force feedback on this is only 2 Newton meters. It's not that much compared to the $10,000 ones that you buy that are like up to 30 Newton meters of torque. So yeah, it's probably a downfall of it. You definitely don't feel as much, but 2 Newton meters is enough to, especially for newer people, if you're racing, say, F1, it is enough that when you let go of the wheel, your hands will feel like they're still jittering. And I think that's really cool. Like, you know, the first time I used it, I was like, whoa, you know, my hands still feel like they're moving, and you know that I've got to like resist to everything that happens. But that's probably one of the things I do like about it, especially with it being the first wheel that I've had that has a force feedback on it. Now, another thing on the force feedback is how it drives. Now, the way it drives is using a motor, and then I'll put something up on screen now. This is how it works. It's a diagram of how the Logitech G29 works. It uses the motor to drive gears, which then move the wheel. Compared to the direct drive wheels, definitely not as good of an input. And how you actually get the feedback, you know, like the force feedback in this is very rattly. And I know it's not always smooth, you know, driving a F1 car or GT3 car. It's not smooth, I know that, but like it's you can definitely tell that it's artificial. You can definitely tell that it's artificial, and it's not, you know, like with direct drive wheels, you can definitely tell by like watching them even that it is not like it's pretty similar to real. So that's probably another bit of a downfall, but for a beginner, entry level, you know, cheaper sort of thing, it's not actually too bad. It's pretty good. So coming on to the difference between the Logitech G920 and the G29, I'll put up a photo of both of them. If you can, there's my wheel just there, just where I'm pointing. That's my wheel. I just don't have it mounted on my desk at the moment. But if we just have a look at the differences between the Logitech G920 and the Logitech G29, we will start to see that there is a lot of differences. Now, if we have a look at the pros, I would say, of the G920, the G29, is that it is compatible with PS4 and PC. So for PS4 users, definitely you will have to go with the more expensive option for the G920, G29, sorry. However, the build quality is still the same as the G920. It's very sturdy. You don't feel like it's plastic. Like, you get the Thrustmaster wheels for the exact same price as this, and you can definitely tell that it's a cheaper quality wheel. The wheel on the Thrustmasters, you can definitely tell they're plastic, and they're pretty flimsy in some cases. So if you're a hardcore sort of sim racer, probably, and you're looking to get into it, but you're pretty hard on the wheel, so I'd definitely go with the Logitech versions of the force feedback wheels. Now, the other thing with the Logitech G920 and the G29 is that they are both got leather finishes on the steering wheel. I think it just adds a really nice touch. It makes it feel a bit nicer, sort of like when you get a brand new car that has leather seats, and you're sitting in, and you can feel the priciness of it, if you could say. But the other pros would be that it has more features than the G920. Now, the pros of the G920 over the G29 is that it is compatible with the Xbox One and PC. So if you are on Xbox One, on the Xbox, you will have to go with the G920. Now, just a fair warning, if you are on a PS3, now I know it's a pretty old console, but some people still use it to play those older racing games. You can use the G29 on it. There is a switch on the top that puts it through PS3 and PS4 mode. You will want it in PS4 mode when plugging in the PC so that it works, but I think that's just a really nice touch. Now, in the cons, we have it is not compatible with Xbox One, obviously, and apparently it looks worse according to this website, but I reckon the G29 looks way better than G920, as it has those extra buttons, and I think the extra dials and the buttons look a lot better. Now, I do have to say the silver finish on the black looks a lot better. It does definitely look a lot better, but I don't mind giving up the color scheme for basically, I think, well, 4 extra buttons. Plus 2, if you are on PC, the bottom 3 buttons can be mapped differently, although I'd suggest only leaving the options button as a start menu button, use the PlayStation, and the share button as whatever you want. That's just using the Logitech app on your PC. Now, going into the G920's cons, we've got that it lacks in features and that it is not compatible with PS4, obviously. Alright, so if we have a look here, the G920 versus the G29, compatibility against quality. So now, if we have a look here, the compatibility for the G920 is Xbox One and PC. Logitech G29, however, is PS3, PS4, and PC. So Logitech G920 has a wider range. The materials for the Logitech G920 is steel, aluminum, leather, nylon, and thermoplastic. Now that's just base. It's the same for the G29. You're not getting anything different in it, but the Logitech G920 is also the same as the G29 for the rotation. It is 900 degrees. Now, it is really helpful if you play ATS or ETS, Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, as the degree of rotation really does help with making those corners pretty damn well. So, in the features we've got for the G920, we have dual motor force feedback, we got Hall effect, steering sensor. Don't know what that actually does, to be honest. I'll let you know in just 1 second about what it actually does. Overheat safeguard. It has the exact same. It's got the dual motor force feedback, the Hall effects, steering sensor, the overheat safeguard. Now, however, the Logitech G29, being the PlayStation one, it does have RPM lights at the top. It has the red, it goes from green, orange, red, as you go up through the RPMs. Now, one thing I have found out, it doesn't work with Dirt Rally 2.0. It just doesn't, I just don't know why. I don't know why. It just doesn't work. I haven't tested it on ETS or ATS yet. I have driven it with it, and it does work. It works pretty well. I just haven't seen if the RPM, I haven't taken notice, but we got the adjustment buttons because that is the plus and minus, and then we've got the knob, which is that red dial. So those are really good if you're playing F1. And that viewer that's from TikTok, I just want to let you know, definitely go with the G29 if you are on PC or PS4. Just to let you know. So that's basically it for what are the differences between them. Now I'm just going to let you guys know my experiences. So starting with my experiences, and well, obviously, so I started playing F1 games and car games maybe a month ago. I really got back into it and started watching F1 again. Oh, it was amazing. And then I decided to play F1. So I downloaded F1 2019 again, started playing it, I was loving it. I didn't want to go for 2020 yet, because I just didn't want to spend the money and then not play it. So stuck with 2019, still having fun with it, however. And I started on the controller. So controller is extremely good for learning what the car does under acceleration and whatnot, and just basic things about the rules and how F1 works. But when you are looking for immersion, definitely the steering wheel is the way to go. So I decided, you know what, I'll get a steering wheel. I got the Logitech G29 because my dad had one, and I thought, okay, this seems like the best fit for me, so I got it. Now, the Logitech, before I started playing with the wheel, I was using the gamepad, and in the gamepad, I was running at about 20 odd difficulty on F1. Now, this isn't too high, there's a lot of people out there playing on pretty high AI difficulty, but at the end of the day, it's whether you're having fun. So I don't judge people on their AI difficulty. Please don't judge me on mine. Obviously, I'm still working on my difficulty and trying to build it up and be able to have a higher one. But so I was using a 20 on the AI difficulty on my controller. Got the steering wheel, I was started at 20. I was a fair bit faster. So even on the wheel, I was a fair bit faster. It took me a while to get into it. Definitely go into a time trial and just play through a time trial. Just keep running laps and laps and laps and get used to it, definitely. And then I went into 25 difficulty, and now I'm up to 30 about a month in. So overall, the wheel is extremely nice. It's sturdy. One thing I will say, depending on what type of surface your desk is, underneath them they have little holes in them to bolt them into desks, even into rigs if you have one. But so on my desk at my house, it's just clamped on with the clamps that it gives you on the bottom of them. Those are extremely strong. You can tighten them a fair bit, and it really does hold them there. And I haven't had any issue of them sliding around or anything. I know my dad, when he first got his, it's just based on the surface of his desk. He was using it, and it would keep sliding around, because when you start, you seem to jerk the wheel a fair bit, and that sort of jerks it around and it moves around. But he just ended up bolting it to the desk because he doesn't take it off, whereas I do. I take it off and on and off and on. But that's probably one of the only cons I really have. I have heard a lot about people who use it on carpet, use the pedals, that is, on carpet. Now, the pedals are extremely nice build quality. The plastic floor is a little bit, but then again, it's a big area. If you're paying for a whole metal plate, it'd be very expensive. The accelerator and the clutch feel pretty nice, and the brake is it's weird to get used to, definitely is, but it's very customizable. You can with a fair bit of hassle, you can change the stopper in it so that you can have it feel a little bit looser or tighter if you want it to. I found having the 3 pedals, because it's a little bit more expensive, having the 3 pedals, you can definitely, using the clutch and whatnot really helps. Now, I've heard and seen on YouTube people's reviews on this, and they all say that the carpet stopper doesn't help. Personally, I send it into corners in F1. I send it into corners and I brake. Like, I try and put on 100% brake. And the only problem I have is that if you push into the brake, the part of the pedals that are closest to you on the bottom bit, it can lift up and sort of tilt forwards. But if you've got your foot resting like that on the accelerator, you shouldn't have a problem. Like, you can sort of fight against them, but that's not really a problem. And the problem with it sliding on carpet, if you got the stop down, the stop is pretty spiky, so it does just sort of dig into the carpet. And so I hope you guys did enjoy this, and go check out my Twitter. It is just down there. That's my Twitter, Meso69420 on Twitter. Go check it out. I pretty much post every day. I post highlights of my streams and my general thoughts of my day and news that's happening in F1 racing in general. Also, my TikTok is Meso69420. Go check it out. Same with the Twitch, twitch.tv/Meso69420. All the links will be down in the description. Go check them out. Go follow them. Give them some love. And thank you to the person that asked me that question on TikTok, and thanks for the video idea, man. Cheers. Have a good one, guys.